The threat from malware is everywhere. Even NASA recently reported a virus in the International Space Station. So it's no surprise that endpoint protection software has become a must for businesses of all sizes. Yet endpoint protection products come at a price. Traditionally scanning each file before it is opened or written to the hard drive, these products can be memory intensive, slowing down workers' PCs and laptops. To better understand these performance issues, Florida-based Tolly Group recently tested 4 leading products. Tolly Group engineers tested Symantec Endpoint Protection, Kaspersky Labs Workspace Security, McAfee's Total Protection for Endpoint, and Trend Micro's Office Scan. All tests were run on an identical PC configured with Microsoft Windows XP Service Pack 3 and Microsoft Office 2007 Professional. The first test measured how long it took to boot up the PC. Tolly measured from the initial Windows logo until the PC was responsive to user input. With no endpoint protection installed, Windows booted in 27.1 seconds. The best performers were Kaspersky and Symantec, taking 8 and 8.6 seconds longer respectively. The worst performer was Trend Micro, taking an additional 267% longer to boot. The second test measured how long it took to open a 1.2 megabyte Word file. With no endpoint protection installed, the file opened in 3.7 seconds. The worst performer was McAfee, taking nearly twice as long to complete. The best performer was Symantec, which actually took 3% less time to open the file than the baseline. Third, the Tolly Group shifted to opening a 10 megabyte PowerPoint document. The baseline file open took 4.2 seconds. The worst performer was McAfee, taking 50% longer, while Symantec was again the best performer, this time besting the baseline speed by 5%. The testing then shifted to launching Internet Explorer. With no endpoint protection installed, Internet Explorer launched in 3.4 seconds. McAfee took nearly twice as long, while Kaspersky and Trend Micro both took more than 50% longer. Symantec was the fastest, clocking in just 8% slower than baseline. The fifth test was to copy and paste a 1 gigabyte file. The baseline speed was 43.9 seconds. The worst performer, Kaspersky, was relatively close to that time with just a 5% increase. Symantec was the best with just a 1% lag. Tolly's final test was unzipping a 1 gigabyte file. The baseline speed was 5 minutes and 39 seconds. But that time was nothing compared to the 259% lag time with McAfee installed. Kaspersky and Trend were hardly better, both taking more than 177% longer. Symantec was the best, completing just 24% slower than baseline. There is no doubt that endpoint protection is an important tool for businesses. Unfortunately, these solutions have the potential to dramatically slow everyday PC operations. Happily, the Tolly Group testing shows this does not have to be the case. With Symantec Endpoint Protection, you can dramatically reduce the impact to your users, improving productivity and minimizing frustration. Symantec, confidence in a connected world.